So I've spent years trying different apps and software to try and overcome my screen addiction, and it's not easy when the world's smartest people are working around the clock to try and make you addicted to whatever you're watching. But after years of trial and error, I finally come across a system that makes reducing your screen time effortless. So I just want to show you some of those things today. Starting with YouTube. Now, Matt Diavella, the king of biceps and struts apparently, he makes amazing thumbnails, and if you leave me to my devices, I will watch him for hours. That's not the way I mean it, but one way that you can reduce the amount of time that you're spending on YouTube is through this fantastic extension, which is hide YouTube thumbnails. Now look at this. Look at the difference this makes. This means that I can literally just look for whatever I'm looking for, and I'm not going to get tantalized by some fancy looking picture and some clickbait, which is amazing. If you want to go more extreme, you can also take away the views that a video has. By using this, because the reason that the views are there are just to serve as social proof to get you to click on things that you probably wouldn't have clicked on if not for the views. So you can also just remove that. So all you're seeing is just the title. If that is even not enough, what you can do is you can use Unhook and DF YouTube, and they work a treat. So they will just remove everything from it, from your page, so that you're not seeing a bloody thing. See what I mean? So if you look up anything, cats doing flips, dude. Again, I'm just going to find the one that I'm actually looking for rather than all of whatever this is. I don't know if there's any creators amongst you as well, but one that really helps is whenever you go into YouTube Studio, usually you'll have a little dashboard here that shows you your latest video's performance out of 10, which is kind of bad on the mental health. And what's worse is a wee comment widget that shows you some nasty thing someone said or some fantastic thing someone said. But either way, it's not really what is good to see as soon as you open the app. So this just removes that entirely. This is my alt account, by the way, if you couldn't tell. But there's other ones that work really well for apps that I don't use anymore, which you might be interested in. One example of that is for Facebook, if anyone even uses Facebook anymore, which is called Newsfeed Eradicator, and it just changes your newsfeed into a quote from a famous person. Another one would be TweetDeck. If you're using Twitter, please stop. It's a cesspool. But if you're going to use it and you insist on using it, there's one called TweetDeck, which just lets you see exactly what you want to see, make tweets, get out of there. And then there's Later, which does a similar thing for Instagram. And there's one more extension for TikTok, which is called Let That Thing Burn in a Fucking Fire. Never use that app. It's literally a weapon of the Chinese Communist Party. Now for my phone, I actually take off all social media, and I only will use it on the computer because you can use these extensions. And so for my phone, I use an app called Opal, which, as you can see, definitely works. Now, if you're on Android, the alternative would be an app called Freedom. It also has the benefit of working with your computer, so that's another benefit. Now, this video isn't actually sponsored, but I wish that it was. So I probably should have mentioned that these apps actually block off different apps and websites from your phone, so you just can't use them, and you can do it according to a certain time period, or you can just remove them altogether. But if you're a true degenerate like me, in your weaker moments, you will just go and turn all of those extensions off and have a 2-day binge, which is why we need to go a little bit more extreme. And I've done so by installing a couple different apps, all under the cold turkey umbrella. Different people I've seen mention this. Chris Williamson is one of them, but let me see. But cold turkey blocker is the main one here. If I can open it. And it allows you to just block different things. So I've got one for games. I've got one for different apps like YouTube just generally. So I have to actually search for something that I want. I can't go to like the home page or anything. And then a deep work one for just working on exactly what I'm on and nothing else. You can also just turn off your computer. So I could schedule it so that it's going to turn off, which I have done actually, from 11 to 12. So that I can't actually use the computer past that time, which just encourages you to go to bed on time, which is great. Another one under the same cold turkey umbrella, which is more for like fast usage of blocking things, is called Micromanager. And again, it functions in kind of the same way. Take like the recent apps that you've been using or the ones that you want to only be able to use exclusively, and it'll let you just do that. I wonder if I can do this without shutting it down. So if I go OBS and Chrome, and then I continue the duration to 5 minutes. Oh my god, no. Yeah. Okay. and then it should just shut everything else down and minimize it. So if I try and open, say, Premiere Pro, it just will close down and it'll show me the timer again, which means it's just that and nothing else for the whole time. And then the last one, which is slightly more extreme than that, if you're a writer of any kind, is called Cold Turkey Writer, which is here. It might not open. Yeah, okay. But basically, you can just say, I do not want to be able to leave this app until either I've typed X number of words or this number of minutes, and you cannot quit the app. No matter what you do, you cannot get out of the app once you've done it, and you can also open old things. So it's great for just forcing yourself to work on something when you tend to get distracted. But that's it. Just a quick one today. I just wanted to show you a couple different things that I've been using. Hopefully it helps someone. I will leave all of the links for everything I mentioned in the video description. And have a nice rest of your day from me and Danny. Bye-bye.